Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you all the books that I plan on reading in the month of February. So in total I have 6 books here that I would like to read over the course of the month, and even though it is the shortest month of the year, I've jam-packed it with a lot of books. So it is a combination of reading books in honor of Black History Month in order to educate myself more on, racism in the United States, and just to kind of learn more and kind of help contribute to the civil rights movement that is currently going on in the United States. And then the second half of the books are new releases that are coming out this month that I'm super excited about. So it's kind of all over in variety and all these things. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm starting out with the books that I'm reading for Black History Month. And the first one, these two are relatively short, so I'm not worried about these kind of bogging me up. So for the kind of the month of February, so they'll be relatively quick reads, which is good. The first one is I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness by Austin Channing Brown. And essentially this, so it talks about, it's from a leading voice on racial justice, an eye-opening account of growing up Black, Christian, and a female that exposes how white Americans' love affair with diversity so often falls short of this ideal. I think these memoirs are very important so you can kind of get different viewpoints of people who've grown up in a different way and just how their experience is unique to them, and just trying to see things from their perspective. So I've heard really great things about this one, and I am super excited about this one. So next up, this is a book that has received a lot of praise, and it is a National Book Award winner, and it is Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I think that's how you pronounce it. And essentially this one here, it is a profound work that pivots from the biggest questions about American history and ideals to the most intimate concerns of a father for his son. The author offers a powerful new framework for understanding our nation's history and current crisis. So again, this is another perspective of kind of growing up Black in America, and the author's concern with his son's kind of going, what he's experienced and his fears that he has for his son kind of growing up in today's kind of climate. So I think this one again will be very interesting. Again, I've heard tremendous things about this one, and I think this one will be very eye-opening and impactful. So this is one that I plan on reading over the course of February, because a lot of the new books come out kind of are scattered. So I think a couple come out on February 2nd, and then what is it, the 16th or 17th, like the third week of February. So this is one that I can kind of read on and off, and I think it will be very kind of emotional reading this. So I think I would need some time to process everything. So this is one that I probably will read, like I said, over the course of February and maybe into March, depending on how well I do. And this is also one that was sent to me by a subscriber, so this one is near and dear to my heart, and it's also another National Book Award winner. And it is Stamped from the Beginning: The Definitive History of Racist Ideas in America by Ibram x Kendi. And this is one, again, like I said, I've heard tremendous things about, and I think it will be, again, very impactful. And like I said, I want to learn more and become a better ally, and it's like how to learn how to become anti-racist, and so I want to educate myself. And I think this one, in understanding the systemic racism in America, I need to look at the history of how these racial ideas came about, and I think this one will provide a very good kind of background into that. And it's over 500 pages. It is very long, and I think, again, this one is going to be that one that's very impactful, sticks with me, and it will, like I said, I'm expecting this one to be to require a lot of processing. So I'm not going to be like, I need to finish this within 5 to 7 days. This is one I want to take my time with, and if it takes longer than a month to read, then I'm okay with that, because I need to kind of process and think about these things. So yeah, this one I'm expecting to be kind of the most impactful of the 3 Black history books for this month. Lastly, moving on to the new releases, I feel like February, like I said, is the month for book releases, especially the ones that I am most excited about. So coming out on February 2nd, we first have Beneath the Keep by Erika Johansen, and this is a prequel to the Queen of the Tearling series. And so in preparation for this book coming out, I reread the trilogy over again, because it has been so long since I read it, and it it made me re-fall in love with the trilogy, and it also kind of provided me with the background. And this time I took notes so I can refer back to these books in case another book comes out in this world, so I've made it easier for myself. But essentially this follows Maas before we get introduced to him in the first book, and it follows his childhood, and then I think eventually when he becomes part of the Queen's Guard, and basically until Kelsey's birth, I would assume. And so this one I think is going to be really interesting. We do get a little bit of background on how Maas was kind of brought up and living as a child in the gut, essentially, so he was forced to fight other kids for survival. And so I think this one will be really interesting. Maas is probably one of my favorite characters of that trilogy overall, and so I think this will kind of just add more to his backstory and kind of understand where he's coming from. And like I said, I'm very excited for this one. Also coming out on February 2nd, we have The Four Winds by Kristin Hannah, and I've been a huge Kristin Hannah fan. I think I read my first book when I was in grade 12, which was probably around 2011, and I've honestly fell in love with her works. I've loved almost like 95% of them. There's just been like maybe one or two that I haven't really enjoyed, but I'm super excited for this one. I think it will be very interesting. Again, I just saw she had a book coming out and I didn't even read the synopsis. I just like pre-ordered it right away. So I have no idea what it's about. Like, I didn't read the synopsis. I'm just literally gonna dive into the book when it comes in the mail on February 2nd. So like I said, no idea what it's about, but I will do obviously kind of a spoiler-free review of this one after I read it. And lastly, coming out on February 16th, so at least like I have like 1 week to read like The Four Winds, another week to read Beneath the Keep, and then on the 16th I can read A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas, which is kind of the spin-off series to the ACOTAR trilogy. So me and my friend are super excited for this. We're going to be buddy reading this together, and we've honestly been anticipating this book for so long, because I think the kind of where we get like the chapter snippet of this book was back in when A Court of Frost and Starlight was released back in May of 2018. So it's been like almost 3 years now. So we've been really excited for this. We're going to be buddy reading this together, and it's over 700 pages, so I think it will take us a while to go through. But then again, when we read the Crescent series book, we got through it, which is 800 pages. We got through it within like a week and a half. We just flew through it. So I think this is another one we're just gonna fly through, and we just like, this cover is just ugly too, so that's been a whole other thing. But yeah, despite having a hideous cover, we're hoping that the inside will make up for the outside. But yeah, nevertheless, me and my friend are super excited for this one to be coming out. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what books you plan on reading this month and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.